TBS eFM, Music to the Max, Ben Maxwell, Max Renolds, and Social Bliss. And you have two versions of the band. You have the Korean version and the USA version. We've already established that. On the song Draw the Line, you just performed live acoustically. It's always very telling to me to hear a punk rock song done acoustically. And I mentioned this just briefly, but here's what I was kind of going at. Your strength as a songwriter and a lyricist takes a different turn acoustically, right? Now, when you write your music, do you write it for the electric version and the full band, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now here's what I'm getting at, because you have a very Lou Reed, Tom Waitsy kind of sound. And I think that when Lou Reed was doing his stuff with the Velvet Underground and he was doing his hard punk stuff, you always knew that there was something underneath him that added a separate dimension. Have you explored that kind of area of yourself? Because hearing this acoustic, sometimes songs don't stand up that way. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes great rock songs, you hear them acoustically and the whole MTV Unplugged thing, you're like, this does not work.
I think Korn did that. That was really weird.
And it wasn't very weird, but I think that your song, it's almost you rearranged it for the purposes of the acousticness. And I haven't heard the pre-recorded version, but I love that version with the acoustic guitar, Max.
I'm glad you liked it.
I really did. I think there's a pared down kind of thing that it speaks to the heart of music. I think a lot of people that don't really have an appreciation for punk don't get that there's a whole nother level to it. You think that might be something in your future? I just put you on the spot?
Well, I mean, doing more stuff like this would definitely be great, and kind of like keeping up with my plans to kind of travel the world and pick up bands in different countries and call them Social Bliss and kind of it's kind of like a Fight Club sort of deal I'd like to have,
But you hopefully want people to talk about it. Unlike Fight Club,
But that's the best way to get them to talk, Hey, buddy, you want to hear a secret?
No, I think that's really cool. Where do you draw your inspiration from for your songs, for your music?
Lately it's really just been like, people and situations that I know. Gator was about a friend of mine who, was really kind of instrumental in helping me start the venue and, helping me get the recording equipment to kind of make that Will of Fire EP for that first trip over here.
Okay. That's very cool. And I asked the question of the Ballins who came by last week. And I love asking this question because I think it's very unexpected, so hopefully it sits well with you. When you're singing the songs, especially in this format with an acoustic guitar, I notice singers sometimes go other. Where do you go?
Lay back and think of England? I don't know.
It's a borderline obscure reference, but I love it.
But I don't know. At that point, since it's playing solo acoustic is one of the few things that actually physically scares me.
Really?
Anymore. I mean, I could go lay down and get a tattoo on my face, or tattoo a friend, or I mean, I could probably jump out of an airplane, and that would be cool. But with nothing to hide behind, and no club to smash up, and to have to sit there and actually kind of make music. That's intimidating.
I hope you. Well, from what I just heard, I think this is a conquerable fear. I don't think it's irrational. I really don't, because, I sit in front of a microphone. I never think about people listening. I just, I talk. You and I are having the same conversation that I would have with you at a bar or anywhere else. I try to, I try to forget it all, and, you just you kind of, have to 38 special it, man. Hold on loosely, and don't let it go. Tell me about this influence of yours. I'm not too familiar with Gogol Bordello.
Gogol Bordello. That was one of the bands that a friend of mine, a young printmaker in Lufkin by the name of Caleb Rose, turned me on to. They are a truly international band. They started in New York, and it's gypsy punk.
Okay.
And so they got a lot of Eastern European influences.
Awesome.
And do a couple of their songs, and I kind of think a lot of their songs are about travel and about kind of summoning the muse. And I'm pretty sure that we kind of conjured something up while we were dancing around my venue late at night when nobody was there. So
great. Let's hear your version of their song "Universes Collide." You think you can do that for us? Awesome.